Hello. I mean, I'm grateful that I had it less, right? Some people have it worse.
How you also pursued your dreams.
Okay guys, so I'm on my way to Adekunle Gold's show or talk with Adekunle on sickle cell disease. So I just got to NYU and I'm really excited for this show because there are a lot of people that are living with sickle cell but their voices cannot be spoken, and hopefully hearing from someone who suffers from sickle cell will really help a lot of people out there to not give up and keep forcing, and hopefully everything will be well in the near future. If you know someone with sickle cell, advise them to get treatment. Yeah guys, so I just got to NYU. That's Adekunle Gold. Hello. Yes, this is what we are talking about.
By speaking openly about his diagnosis, Adekunle has broken silence and stigma. He has given voice to millions who carry this condition quietly, often in pain, often without support. Behind every statistic is a person, a child, a parent, a friend, whose life is shaped by struggle and resilience. Now, the numbers are stark. Globally, the population living with sickle cell disease has increased from 5.5 million to over 7.7 million in the past 20 years. In Africa, it remains a leading cause, let me say this again, a leading cause of childhood mortality. And in the United States, over 100,000 people face this daily challenge of this disease, including barriers to care, stigma, and mental health burdens. And in fact, sickle cell disease affects me personally. This weekend, and even today, yesterday, I was with a family member, a friend of my family, who was going through pain crises. So I say that this is not just a Nigerian story, it is a global story. But sickle cell disease is also a story about strength, creativity, and hope. AG embodies this truth. We are not defined by this disease, but by the strength by which we will rise above it. So, thank you so much. Over to you.
Adekunle Gold has a remarkable career. He has 5 albums and an upcoming new album called Fuji to be released in October. He has countless singles, and he's the winner of several awards, such as Nigeria Entertainment Awards for Best New Act, Best Song, City People Entertainment Awards for Album of the Year, and more recently, winner of the Headies for Songwriter of the Year. But his achievements don't end there. Following the release of the song 5 Star, Adekunle Gold started the Adekunle Gold Foundation. Let's see it. To develop this collaboration, disciplinary effort to scientifically explore the potential of music and storytelling to improve the conditions and change the narrative about people living with sickle cell disease. And without further ado, let's get started with the conversation.
Adekunle, do you have any opening comments for the audience in terms of?
Oh, you slapped my eyes. First of all, thank you guys for having me. It means a lot to be here. This is something that I've been planning for a while now, and to see it come to fruition today, I'm happy to be here. I remember being in the studio the day I wrote 5 Star. I was in LA, and my usual style, play the music, and I just think about something in my mind that I'm feeling that I want to talk about. And that particular day, the music touched me so much. It felt like something was calling me to say, that's that one thing I've been hiding. And I remember writing the lyrics of the song, and my boys were looking at me like, yo, are you sure you want to do that? And I'm like, why not? It felt scary to say, especially knowing that once you announce that you have sickle cell, people look at you like, you have death sentence on your head, you know. And then I thought about it. If anybody can do it, I should be the one. You know, God has blessed me with a voice. You know, I've done all of these things, all of these wins, and there are people living with sickle cell, you know, back in Nigeria. There are kids that don't have a voice. Nobody's talking about sickle cell. All the other diseases have more attention than sickle cell. If I have to take the fall for this one, I'll do it. So I said, let me share my truth, let the world know what I've been dealing with, the disease that I have, and hopefully it shines light on it. People pay more attention, and it can. And hopefully, the hope was that kids, fans, people that listen to me, that live with sickle cell, at least can take one thing away from my life. You know, knowing that if Adekunle Gold can do it, then we can. That's why I came out. No, came out sounds funny.
You have seen any impact on your career or on shining a light on sickle cell disease?
Oh yeah, it's been. I remember when I first shared it. As usual, I was prepared for it. You know, people will troll you every now and then. If I say, sometimes I say things and then some people reply in comments say, you know, you're going to die soon, things like that. And it's crazy, but I mean, I knew what I was signing up for when I said it. But that's by the way. It has nothing to do with me that I worry about. But I'm particularly happy that I can. I've seen people send me messages. People send me letters. People tell me all sorts of things about how I don't know how powerful what I've done. You know, just speaking up and seeing how other children living with sickle cell look up to me and say if I can do it, then they can. I think it's very special to me that I feel like I finally gave voice to people living with sickle cell, because I'm on the world stage. I can say it, and you probably cannot tell your friend because you know that there's stigmatization towards sickle cell. People are afraid to say it. I hope people are bold enough to say it's just a disease. And I mean, thankfully, partnerships like this help is coming. You know, and yeah, I'm grateful that I can say that. I could say that, and I'm grateful for the impact that I have on the lives of people.
A lot of people have conditions, including sickle cell disease, but they have not started a foundation. So what inspired you to start that foundation and the focus of that foundation?
When I finally said it on the song, and I saw how well that went, how people were happy about that. It just felt like I needed to do more besides just making them talk about it on the song. Okay, what then? You know, and a huge shout out to my manager here. She doesn't want to take credit for it, but she was the one that said, I think you should start a foundation. No, that's incredible. And huge shout out. And I thought, yeah, that's genius. Why not? Let's do it. And since then, it felt like another purpose that I did for. You know, and since then we've been doing outreaches, we've done incredible stuff ourselves.
In terms of what do you see as something that your foundation can do or is doing within Nigeria that's really benefiting? Now give us some examples.
So first of all, I think what's most important right now is awareness. Right. A lot of people still don't know what sickle cell is. They don't understand it. And so right now we are doing as much things as we can do, you know, to make noise about it. And every bi-monthly we do outreaches. There's a place in Lagos that we gather, we meet people. We see about 500 people every 2 months when we do it. People come, we give them free drugs, you know, to last them till the time we see them again. Because you'll be shocked that people can't even afford to buy folic acid. And that saddens me every time I go to the camp to see how people do it. So we give them free drugs, psychotherapy, free blood transfusion sometimes. And then because we have a lot of kids living with sickle cell come around, and we just try to make them happy. We have art classes, we paint, we do origami, and things just to keep the atmosphere very lively. And we do that every 2 months. And most recently, we decided to give 1,000 people living with sickle cell free health insurance.
Wow.
I think following up on that, maybe at least could shine a light on the, what you see the foundation developing, the partnerships, collaboration.
Yeah, I mean, when AG sort of decided to say that he had sickle cell cancer, I think I was worried. So I was like, are we sure we want to release the song? Are you ready for it? And actually the first place where he mentioned it before the single came out was in his newsletter. So he has a newsletter where he writes personal letters to his fans, and there's about 80,000 people subscribed. So he sent a newsletter in there first where we kind of gave them heads up, because they're obviously his closest kind of supporters, and said to them, hey, this is going to come out, just so you guys are aware and so you guys don't, kind of feel surprised. And when we sent that out, the single was coming out the day after, and that newsletter sort of went viral first. And that's when we knew that, oh, something was gonna happen with the song. And then the song came out, and after the song then came out, every single performance that AG did, when he performed the song, he would pause in between and we talked about sickle cell. And when we started seeing the reaction to that, we were like, okay, there seems to be that there's a gap, and there's a lot of people that want to know more about sickle cell but maybe don't. So that's why the foundation sort of became a thing. And then since then, we've just kind of reached out to everyone and anyone that we can, just to ask for help. And we reached out to the Lagos State Ministry of Health, and they were really, really helpful actually. And then they suggested that we partner up with them on the health insurance scheme called 5-Star Care. And when we did partner up with them, we had so many people show up to the registration. I think they had over 3,000 people. But we could only provide 1,000, so we only signed up 1,000 people. And what we're now kind of working on is seeing how we can expand that to like 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 people. But even with this health insurance, we're already seeing some, issues come up with it. For example, there's people complaining that when they do go to the hospitals, they're being asked to wait for 6-7 hours before they get seen. So I think there's, obviously it's a great thing when we're doing this health insurance, but there's so much more work that needs to be done in terms of like healthcare in Nigeria and just access to healthcare as well. And people that have sickle cell being able to see someone quickly, because when you're in that much pain, you don't want to wait for 6-7 hours before you get to see a doctor. So it's only the beginning and there's so much more to do. And so we're just hoping that with partnerships like this, people see that sickle cell does need the attention that we're asking for, and that they're able to kind of come on board and support us as well.
You talked a little bit about the stigma. Could you
that one.
unpack that a little bit for our audience?
Yeah, that one. I feel like because people don't understand what it is, why people even have sickle cell in the first place. I feel like that misunderstanding alone make people look at it funny, right? And also I feel like it's not because people don't know enough about sickle cell. They don't pay attention, or they don't care to go and not even know their genotype, for example. So I think that's also a huge factor and something that needs to be looked at like daily as well.
And along these lines, how do you see the impact on mental health of patients, people living with sickle cell disease?
Oh yeah, it's tough. It's tough to feel, because I guess that's why they call us survivors, because we literally fight every day. I mean, I'm grateful that I had it less, right? Some people have it worse. Some people fall sick every time they're in the hospital, getting blood transfusion all the time. It's draining. It's draining to know that you just fall sick, something they didn't choose, and many people give up easily on that. So it's I feel like sickle cell and therapy should go hand in hand, honestly.
You have expressed to the audience how you also pursued your dreams in terms of, even with this condition. What advice would you give young people in Nigeria and beyond who are living with this condition in terms of pursuing their dreams?
I think that more people need to realize that yes, sickle cell is tough, but it's just a disease, right? You're bigger than that. You can be more, and if you let it stop you, it just owns you. And that, I feel like nobody told me this, but that's something I figured out early in my life. I'm just needed to fight through it. Everything I wanted, I pursued. I'm at a point in my life where I don't even know how I do it, because there was 2022 where I played for 50 nights. 50 nights on stage, back-to-back shows, and it's crazy to be able to do that, even given the condition, right? And all of this because I just I just go. I just want to go, do it. I don't want to think about this disease being able to hold me back. I just want to be able to live my dreams, and that's all I've done all my life. So I hope that more people need to understand that sickle cell should never stop you. It should never delay your greatness. Just learn to manage your health. Understand the things that you need to take. If you have to take folic acid all your life, take it, but don't stop.
You mentioned about the experience of 5-star. But has living with sickle cell disease in any way influenced your approach to writing music and performing, and all the demands of the music industry?
That's it. No. Honestly, I forget sometimes. And I'm being real with you guys. I forget because my head is filled with my dreams. Like I don't think about it. So I don't think has had any influence in my songwriting or anything. If anything, I just make sure to be in good shape. Just do the things that I need to do, because I also work out, and that's something I also advise people, to do. Just work out, do the little you can do. Just get your body moving. Yeah, I think that also helps me. I'm in the gym 5 days a week. Yeah.
Take note, everybody. And I guess
you can see the color, right?
And I guess that in a way also has an impact on touring,
Yeah, yes. Oh yeah, that one, yeah, it does. Because I'm on stage for 2 hours. I perform for 2 hours, and I'm the guy that works everywhere on stage. So I feel like that also helps me.
So, looking ahead, what is the vision for your music? This is a two-part question. And the vision for your foundation? For those who are kind of connected.
Yeah, the vision for my music is to keep sharing my life story, because that's what I've done with my music. I'm about to release my 6th album, another album where I talk about my life. It's like every album, every work that I've done, it's like an update on my life. So I'm just sharing that, and for as long as I do it, that's what I would do. And then hope to give people, because I feel like if what I'm going through, somebody else is going through it, and I want to talk about it in a way that will make you feel like you're fine, you're okay. And as for the foundation, the goal is to make as much noise to force the hands of the people that can help with this disease. Yes, because it has no attention whatsoever, as far as I'm concerned, and the goal is to, make the noise and get help. People living with sickle cell. It affects my people the most. Nigeria has the largest population of people living with sickle cell. You see kids having stroke at 5. That's insane to me. That's insane to me, and people need to, everybody needs to know about it. That's the whole goal. So hopefully, by God's grace, the plan is to fully eradicate it. Let me say that. Yeah.
Speaking about Nigeria, since you mentioned, if you could change one thing about the way sickle cell disease is addressed in Nigeria, whether in healthcare, policy, public awareness, or community support, what would it be? What do you think is the priority?
Yeah, first of all, it's the awareness. I feel like it needs to be in the media everywhere. People need to understand what it is, and they need genotype testing should be free. I think it should be free. Let people even know. So before you get with somebody, let them know, like, this is the risk you run if you want to put love first. In this case, no, you can't do that. So that, and then I feel like there needs to be more hospital equipment, for things to address people living with sickle cell, and more importantly, people are poor. People can't afford to buy drugs, so it needs to be as free as possible, and that's why we started 5-Star Care.
Yes. So I think this event is the launch of a collaboration, as expressed before. That hopefully in the next few years we'll see us develop a number of, first of all, collect data, collect information and evidence in order to develop interventions that may combine music, the celebrity status of Adekunle and also other artists in Nigeria, hopefully, to really change the narrative. We think that what is needed is storytelling, is changing the story about it, right? So we are in the initial plans. We're already very close to launch a survey next month after the release of the album. And we're looking to understand the public conceptions, misconceptions, beliefs, attitudes, and the knowledge that people have about sickle cell disease, and also about what people think about music and how it can help. So in a way, that is part of the ongoing collaboration. And we hope that the knowledge that we will collect from that survey will really help us develop and fine-tune interventions. And we are really considering the most important aspect of it is to address the stigma and the mental health concerns, as you rightly expressed. So I think that's part of it. So I think we should also maybe give opportunities to some in the room to ask questions.
Sure, we'll take 3 questions. So we have 1 question.
Okay, thank you very much. We are really happy to be here and also happy to have you. But then I wanted to also ask, just like a fun way, how did sickle cell actually affect how your dating life? I mean, during your early stages, before you met, sorry to say, Mrs. Simi. Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, that's a very important question because for the first time, I fell in love first. I fell in love first, and I'm like, this is dumb. No, you should know better. Then so I was when I realized that I needed to take this more seriously because already I was in love, and so I told her, I said we need to do genotype tests. She knew she was AA, but she wasn't sure. So I said, let's just do it, and I was praying. Please! Let that be AA, because if not, there's no way. And she's AA, and I had a SC, so I'm like, yeah, okay, makes sense.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
1 more question, and then
So some of your music, you do address your relationship with God, and my question is, how has your faith been an influence in your journey with sickle cell?
The night that I told you about when I was begging God for death, I feel like that night changed a lot of things for me, because for like 10 years after that night, I didn't have crisis. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Of course, I do. It's God. That makes sense. Because I had it every time, every year. Usually around April, and sometimes around August, every year. But that one night, it stopped, and I feel like God finally decided, this boy has done it. I feel like each and everybody here, we're here because of God.
Come on. And 1 last question in the back.
Hi, Mr. Adekunle. Thank you so much for this.
Adekunle Gold.
Thank you so much for the talk. I really appreciate it and like the knowledge that you've just given us. So my question for you is, I don't know if you watched the show Supercell on Netflix, but it got a lot of attention. And as a Nigerian myself, like that was the first time I really got like exposed to the disease. So what was your initial reaction to that show? And like, how do you feel now about like the Hollywood industry, like also bringing awareness to sickle cell? And you know, how do you see yourself contributing to the Hollywood industry as well?
When I saw the show, I reached out to, I hadn't spoken to him before, Ramadan. I reached out to him, I said, bro, this is genius, because you know, making people living with sickle cell like actual superheroes that we are, you know, I felt seen. And that was very important to me. I just told him, I'm like, bro, you have to do more. Like, this is, and I'm down to do whatever. I'm already doing my bit, talking about it, doing having this foundation and all of that. And my hope is to even get more artists on board, to do. Yeah, you might not live with the sickle cell, but some of your fans do. So let's talk about it, and let's root for, to do a lot of things.
Thank you. Thank you. So that is the end of the audience question. I'm going to ask you for one closing comment, closing thought, and there's also one closing comment, closing thought.
I want to say, first of all, thank you guys for having me, and I'm really excited about this partnership. When she told me about it, I'm like, what do you mean NYU? That's crazy to me. And like you said, this is the first of its kind. I'm just grateful, and I'm hoping that we make magic and shine a light on this disease that's very important. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone for being here today. When Dr. Carlos and I started talking about this, I didn't think it was going to become anything, grand. And then he brought Dr. Emmanuel on board. And then we've had several calls. I think it's been a whole year of conversations. It's been a whole year of conversations, and just hearing about the work that Dr. Emmanuel and his team are doing in Nigeria has been incredible. And I think there's going to be a lot of things that will change with sickle cell, and I'm hoping that more people pay attention to it, and the organizations that have the funding and that have the influence to impact on what is being done in terms of the medical industry can also come and join forces with us and Dr. Emmanuel and Dr. Pepper and do something about sickle cell. So thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you all for joining us. Adekunle Gold's story is a powerful reminder that resilience, creativity, and purpose can transform challenges into opportunities for change. His journey with sickle cell disease has not only shaped the music we love, but also fueled a mission to save lives and reduce stigma in Nigeria and worldwide. As he continues to break barriers through his art and advocacy, his message to young people living with sickle cell disease is clear. Your condition does not define your potential.
Exactly. So we are done like that.